What is up, everybody? Today I'm going to give you like a first impressions of the EverCross H5. Yeah, H5. Okay. I keep, I keep screwing this up at H5, M5. I'm not cutting it no more. Okay, forget about it. Okay. Anyway, this is not a review. This is just a first impressions. I've ridden it 3 times. Rich took it out once. These scooters, you can't review them, right away, because you have to see if they're going to be durable, because that's going to be part of it. Is it going to hold up? Yeah, they all ride good out of the box. Okay, I mean, they're all like, wow, this thing's great. And then, you ride it 3 or 4 times, and then the battery starts dying real quick, like the G4. And, something breaks, the brake cable snaps, or, numerous issues, So you want to, beat them around a little bit before you give your final conclusion on it. Like the one I did last week. Okay, just give me a minute. I got so many of these now, I can't even think of the dang name of it. The Hover 1 Alpha. Yeah, I beat the living crap. I didn't even post all the videos yet. Okay, I beat the crap out of that thing. And it's still running, and not one problem. It's actually, the more I run it, the more I charge the battery, the longer the ranges get. The other day I went, 9.6 miles. When I did the range test, I only made it 8.3 miles. But the other day I made it 9.6 miles. So, yeah, okay, that thing, the battery, the more I charge it and get it broke in, the more it seems to be doing. And, they only claimed 12-mile range on that thing anyway, so. So we're going to take a look at this EverCross, and I'm going to give you my little what I like and what I don't like right off the bat type things. All right. The first thing so far that I like about this is the battery seems to be, the battery on this thing seems to be really, really powerful. We took it on a ride, full charge. Last week, Rich was riding it. Now, Rich is 220 pounds. Okay, remember when he took the Go Tracks, it took a crap after 5 miles with him on it, and I had to ride it the rest of the way, nursing it and walking the rest of the way back. So, but this thing here, now I haven't even charged it. Of course, it's been sitting for a few days, so it's recouped some of the battery. But you see did you see that little flash? You see that? Now, that's after 9.6 miles on this with a 220-pound rider. It's flashing off of 1 bar. So it's not even the whole bar gone yet. 1 bar after almost 10 miles. So, yeah, okay, I'm really liking that. Okay, so far, this thing might have some really decent range, which we'll get to doing that down the road, testing the range. It still has, I washed it, but I forgot that little spot right there on the rim. See, that was from the trail. Another thing I like about it is the brakes. It's got the real nice dual brakes. Now, listen, this thing here is a step up from like the Go Tracks G4 or the Highboy S2 or the Hover 1. Those are the $500 to $450, $500, scooters, or the $550. This is $750. Okay, well, when I bought it, I bought the last one that they had in stock at $750. As soon as I pulled the trigger and said buy, it went up immediately to $799. So I was lucky and got the last $749 one. So, I was happy about that, of course. But, yeah, I knew it was the last one at $749 because when I went to click it again, it was out of stock and it will be available in 2 weeks or something like that. So I got kind of lucky on that. But anyway, yeah, it was, it's a step up. Like I said, it's a step up from them. So you're going to get a little bit better stuff, period. You got the dual brakes, which are right on the other side of the scooter, of course, now that I'm shooting the video. We'll look down there. There they are right there. There's one. And there's the other, you know, they're mechanical, they're not hydraulic. I mean, the thing is only $750. And I like the shocks. The ride is nice on it. The shocks work well. There's the front ones, and there's the back ones. So they work really good. I like the lock on here. Now it's kind of hard to unlock it, to fold it down and to put it back. It's a little bit difficult. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of hard. Let's just put it that way. In easy terms, it's hard. And it's got the lock right here to put in there to lock it, or to make sure it's a safety, you know, the safety lock there. But it's not real easy to get it unlocked and locked. But I mean, that's not the nitpicking stuff. Another thing I like about it, let me straighten this out real quick. We're gonna turn it on, and we're gonna turn on the lights. You hold this button down here to turn the lights on. There you go. You turn off this thing. See them lights there? I like that. It's really good for night. It's really, it's a sense of safety for you, you know, because people are going to see that, okay? That's not like somebody's not going to see that. So that's a good deal right there. And then the headlight right here, you turn this little switch here on. And then you got this back here, and you got brake lights too. See that? A lot of scooters, heck, a lot of bikes don't even have brake lights. So you got brake lights on here, and then you got a real horn. You don't have one of those bells. I'm not gonna hit it too much. The old lady's still sleeping. It's early in the morning, by the way. So, yeah. So it's got brake lights. There's the headlight there. You know, it's not the greatest headlight in the world, but it works good enough. You know, it's a good enough deal. And you can always add another one on at the top if you want. You can have one at the bottom, one at the top. The menu system is another good thing. It's easy to negotiate. All you do is you press these two buttons at the same time. The menu comes up to the P modes, and then you just scroll through them and you know, change the one you want, the value of whatever you want up and down with either one of these buttons. You know, real easy stuff. And they give you a nice manual. It explains it all for you in the manual. There's like, I think about 7 or 8 settings in there you can change, you know. You know, like the kick starting and all that, which I have. Well, I don't have it turned on right now because, yeah, the video cut out there for a second. Anyway, because Rich was riding it, so I had that turned off so he could sit there in the seat and ride it by just pulling the trigger, and it would take off. You know, he wouldn't have to stand up and kick it or whatever. Yeah, so anyway, those are so far the good points that I really like about it. Now I'm going to get to the bad points. There's a couple of bad points on here. The first bad point is this thing rattles a lot, which I don't care for all this rattling. Okay, it has this right here. See this? Here, watch. I don't like that rattling. It's on, but actually, it wasn't even necessary for them to make these fold-in handlebars. I mean, it's nice. Makes it a little easier to get into the car, but actually, even the man says, I have no problem getting that in the car. Just picking it up and wiggling it in there. It's really not necessary, because all this creates is an extra, you know, pinch spot. And let me set this down real quick and I can close that. Yeah, see this right here? This will fold down, which is nice. You know, it's nice to have that, but you need to make it to where it's not gonna, you know, there's way too much slop in there. So if anybody knows anything about how to make that stop, if anybody's had this experience when, oh, all you got to do is do this, because I tightened everything up. So it's not that anything's loose. Does it here on both sides. That rattling there. And of course, the rattling here. You know, this is down, so I got this rattling. You know, how would you like to be driving around and you hear that? Yeah, I can wrap it up with some foam and do all this mumbo jumbo. But yeah. Or I can just lock that in there like that, and then, you know, but it's just annoying, you know, it's just annoying. And when I was watching the video that I posted this morning, it affects the video, especially this here. So I'll probably have to wear a chest mount camera from now on using this, because this rattling, this vibration goes up through the camera stem, and it comes through the microphones and everything. So that's almost impossible to stop from happening. So I think I'm gonna have to go with the chest mount camera when I use this. Oh, that thing finally stayed not flashing down on 1 bar. So 10 miles made 1 bar. So anyway, the other issue I have with this is the handlebar height. Now, I'm not tall. I'm only 5'7". So even when I'm standing on here, I'm leaning over. So I really wouldn't recommend anybody say any more than 5'10". I wouldn't buy this if you plan on standing all the time. See, I'd rather stand. I don't like the seat. Okay, I'm not real hip on that. I'm going to try it once, just this so I can, when I do the review, I can have all that stuff tested. But I would rather stand. It's just more fun. But yeah, so the handlebar height, if they would have made this a little longer, if they could have, so you could move the handlebar up some more, because even me, 5'7", I'm kind of leaning forward on it. So that could be an issue, for the steering, Anyway, so there you go, the EverCross. Yeah, was it good? Yeah, I love it. I love this thing. So far, so good, man. Let's just hope it's durable and it can hold up. All right, guys, have a nice day.